Altcoins will finally win out in the end, ladies and gentlemen. And this is right, even though XRP, XLM, and other altcoins have been taking all the attention lately. The show is just beginning. Also, guys and girls, it's time to get really excited about altcoins. In this video, I'm going to talk about why. With that out of the way, let's start. Everyone is welcome to join the group. For those of you who are new to the channel, I hope that by the end of this movie, you will decide to subscribe. It's Nick here. Let's start the show. Sit down, relax, check your posture, and make sure that you men are sitting up straight right away. Now let's dive in. So far, 24-hour gainers have seen XLM hit almost 50 cents, which is great. I remember that for a short time there, it was going up and down over 50 cents. Over the course of 7 days, there was great growth all around. To look at the 7-day span, I mean, it's kind of crazy, but you should know that I really believe that time spent on this market will pay off in a big way. From what we can see now, this is just the beginning of a much bigger rise to the upside. You already know that Bitcoin is starting to slow down as we look at it. Things are getting dull. That's exactly what happens every single time. Let's go all the way back to 2021, for example, and take a look at this real short. Here was the first part where Bitcoin started to become less interesting. It stopped being seen as dangerous. And that's when old money started to go through the roof. It looked like the beginning of 2021. Then when Bitcoin went up again, it took old money with it because Bitcoin's popularity was going down while it was going up. Right now that Bitcoin is just below $100,000, the popularity of Bitcoin is starting to fall while we wait for its next big move. This makes me think that old-fashioned cash is about to steal the show in a big way. Now let's talk more about that and talk about why Bitcoin is also about to have let's go look at this. So a huge amount of Tether, 2 billion, is being made on the Tether fund right now. Once more, we already know that the deal with their link, the price of Bitcoin keeps going up every time because of it. We've talked about this on a few occasions. It's kind of the most important thing about Bitcoin. But as we look at trading volume, the main thing I want is for Ethereum to really overtake Bitcoin in terms of trade volume. And it's getting very close, about $6 billion away. I agree with you that Ethereum is about to leave this part of the cycle and take the lead. Now that the section is over, we already know that old cash is coming next. By the way, if you guys want to get access to a lot of lessons and other stuff like that, join the free Discord. Also, I have the top level part on sale for 50% off right now in the description below. Take a look at that if you guys need to move. You men are more than welcome to make a scene. I'm just telling you that it's on sale until the end of the month. You don't have to. In addition to that though, we've also seen XRP being sent in big amounts of it. This is 58 million XRP, this is 40 million XRP, and this is 58 million XRP again. Like, those are some pretty big deals. And I do have doubts about what is going on here. We have almost 87 million XRP right now. Because of this, when we look at XRP, the total amount being bought and sold is still dropping a little, but it's now at about $15 billion. In the last few days, however, we've probably added well over $50 billion worth of buying and selling, if not more. There are a lot of people buying and selling XRP right now, which is very exciting. I mean, even though we're going back in time to look at the old peaks, you can still see the trading amount on this. I think that's about 3 billion. At the very top, it sometimes reached about 8 billion. But you may see a lot more buying and selling from now until 2021. This is crazy because we aren't even close to the highs we reached a few years ago when we bought and sold about $35 billion worth of goods in a single day. When we look at where we are now, we can see that a lot of the trading has gone up to about 15 billion, 10 billion, or 11 billion. I think it's a big trade range, but it's still not even close to the highs of 2021. We're already at about $50. You should really think about how high these tasks are going to go once we see a lot of that cash and volume coming back into the market and investing in things like XRP. That's why I say you understand. There's a good chance that we will break through the 2021 high and set a new all-time high by the end of the year. And I know that sounds crazy, but many people thought that the fact that Bitcoin would be worth almost $100,000 by the end of the year was also crazy. But take a look at where we are right now. In spite of many whale moves, the peak 10 gain, or more accurately, the peak gain over the last 7 days on the peak 100, has been truly amazing to see. I think you should know that we've been putting together many of these projects for what seems like forever, especially in the last 2 years since, 2022, when we were really in the middle of them. I was still writing about crypto though. Even so, I was still talking to you guys about crypto. Even after the lows, I was still talking about crypto in the chat and giving advice on what to build and what to look at. Since then, guys, it's been paying off. It's been paying off a lot of those initiatives. As a comparison, here's the correct XLM. Back in 202.02022, we were getting XLM on a Scouse bar or lower. That's about 7 cents. We're now at 50 cents, which is almost 10 times. To sum up, the wins from just shopping for at some point in the trenches have been really fun to see. Again, I want to stress that I always worry when things are bad in this market. Right now is a great time to get focused. And looking into, you know what it means to look for possibilities. Some of these projects are blue chips. I've said over and over that they might be blue chips. A lot of people call them Dino Cash. They call them by any name they choose. You know some of them for sure, but not all of them. You do know, though, which can trade, which can swap, and I do think it will alternate this cycle. As well as this, we also have over here from Anderson, because he posted this as well, what he said was application coins. The best chance to make money is in the next 24 hours. And yes, listen, many of those jobs, BTC, XLM, RXRP, ADHBA, and HBA. As you know, those are projects that many people laughed at and gave up on because, well, software doesn't depend on them. It's all about the joke coins. I've said it many times, the meme coin cycle will pretty much split off. It's going to stop. There will be no more talk at all. And I really believe that's what's going on. I believe that software jobs are now being looked at more critically, especially since we're close to new rules. As we actually look at what's going on, I think that a lot of attention is now being paid to projects like XRP, XRM, ET, and so on. Right now, I do want to talk to you about Bitcoin Power, which is now a fact. It's officially going on. And if you've been around in 2020, 2021, 2017, 2018, or even earlier cycles, I heard Jim Cramer talking about all the things I should tell you about Bitcoin the other day. That's a winner, right? And I told you guys that this officially marks the end of section 1 after reading it. This is a very strong sign that part 1, which is the Bitcoin time in the market, is over. Bitcoin is losing a lot of its market share. Cash is changing to old coins. Plus, this is really what's going on. Take a look at this, guys. We're now going against this trend. It's clear that we should wait. This is what I see right now. We should know for sure if this is going to close below this trend line by the time it does stay at that level. It's going to take about 30 minutes. Men, if this breaks this trend line, we're about to see the beginning of the season. And I want you all to understand that if we go all the way back down to 2021, that's about where this trend broke and went missing. It's about this point right here. In the same way that they did at the end of January, maximum anti-queens were already beginning to pump. I see that the line was already starting to rise here. You should know that it was around January 19th that they lost this style ever since.